Assalamualaikum to Sir Azim Izzuddin Muhammad. My name is Shahrul Fahmi bin Sidek. Today I want to present about the highlight of invest feature of TM Berhad and FGV Berhad. So this is the table of content of this slide, which is the first one. We're gonna look about the company background, and then we're gonna look to the rationale or what is the benefit that you can get if you invest with this company, and then we're gonna look to the technical indicator or momentum indicator in order for us to invest in the correct way, and then I will give the recommendation, and the last one is the conclusion. So now we will look to the TM Berhad company, which is a company that well known in Malaysia. So TM Berhad is engaged in the establishment or maintenance and provision of telecommunication and related services in Malaysia and internationally. So it operates through Unify, TM1, TM Wholesale and Share Service or other segment. And then this company was founded in 1946, and their HQ in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and it served about 2.78 million fixed broadband customer. And the company offer communication service and solution in fixed telephony and broadband problem, such as the Wi-Fi information and communication technology, which is ICT, and cloud data and smart service to the customer in Malaysia. Then we will look to the next company, which is the FGV Berhad. As we know that FGV Berhad is a company that engaged in the agriculture business, and it was founded in 1956, and they have about as now of 50,577 employees, and FGV Holding Berhad was incorporated in 2007, and their HQ is at the Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And for now, it focuses on three core business strategy, which is three core business sector, which is the plantation, sugar and logistic. Okay, now we look to the Telekom Malaysia Berhad price, which is the open price is RM5.3 ringgit and the close price is RM5.4 ringgit, which is there is an increase with about the 10 cent or 0.10%. And then the average target price, it is the RM7.23 ringgit. And the price call summary, which is about the 12 by recommendation, 0 hold and 0 sell. And now we move to the FGV Berhad price. For FGV Berhad price, the open price is 1.33 ringgit and the close price is RM1.32 ringgit, which is there is about negative 0.10%, which is about 1 cent differentiation. And then the average target price is RM1.67 ringgit. And the price call summary, they suggest to about 13 buy, 6 sell and 25 hold. So this is the rationale to invest with Telekom Malaysia Berhad. The first one is the EPS is 27.82 cents, and the price earning ratio is 19.41%, which is a good company to invest with, because and then the dividend per share is 40.81 cents, and the dividend payout percent is 53.25%, and the revenue of the company for total quarter 4 is 12,292,906 ringgit, increased from the last year, which is 11,529,024 ringgit. and the company show the outperform performance, which is suggested by the top research investment house. So this is the benefit or the rationale of to make investment with the FGB Berhad. So the first one is the earning per share is 39.75 cents, and the price earning ratio is 3.32%. And the dividend per share is 4.08 cents, and the dividend payout ratio or percent is 10.27%. So the next one is the revenue of the company for total quarter 4 is 35,647,358 ringgit, increase from 90,575,323 ringgit. And the last one is the price to earning versus peers or versus the competitor of FGB Berhad. FGB is good value based on its price to earning ratio compared to their peers average. So in order to indicate the rationale or the benefit to invest with Telekom Malaysia Berhad and FGB Berhad, so we will use technical analysis indicator and momentum. So under this technical analysis indicator and momentum, we have three indicator that we can use. First one is Bollinger Band, and the next one is moving average divergence, and the last one is trend line or support or resistance and breakout. So we will look one by one so that we can conclude whether to invest in this company or not. So now we move to the next slide, which is the technical analysis. So here we have the Bollinger Band, trend line, support, resistance and breakout. So the first thing first, we're gonna look to the basics, like things such as the support, resistance and breakout. So the above line or the horizontal line, this is the resistance line, and the at the below here, the horizontal line, this is the support line. So this is the price breakout. So price breakout, it means that the price has possibility to change trend from the downtrend to the uptrend, or from uptrend to the downtrend. So this is the price breakout, the breakout price. And so when we want to buy, so the signal is if the price touch the resistance level signal at here, or in other way we say if the price touch this at this line, such same like this is the signal to buy. And the next we're gonna look to the Bollinger Band. So Bollinger Band, we have three things that need to consider. This is the upper band, the top one, and at the below, this is, we call it as the lower band, and at the middle of the lower band and the upper band, the yellow line is the moving average line. So the area that this area, we call it as wide area, and the small area we call it the narrow area. So at widened area, the price is high high volatile, which is the price is very sensitive to the sentiment or to the external factor. But at the narrow area, the price is less volatile or less sensitive to the market price. So so now we move to the next slide, which is the moving average convergent divergence of the Telekom Malaysia Berhad. So moving average convergent divergence is different between two exponential moving average. It measures the convergence and divergence between two exponential moving average of varying periods. So the MACD fluctuates above and below the zero line as the moving average convergence cross and diverge. Trader can look for signal line crossover, center line crossover, and divergence to generate signal whether to buy or to sell. So as we can see on the Telekom Malaysia Berhad chart pattern, there are two lines, which is the blue line and the red line. So the red line is the slow length period, and the blue line is the long length period, or the blue line is the short term period. So how we want to indicate whether we want to buy or sell. So if the price of the red line and the blue line, it cross under the 0%, it indicate to buy signal. So if the blue and red line make a crossover above the 0%, it indicate the sell signal. So in this case, um, there is a very good time to buy, because the red line and the blue line make a crossover under the 0% at here. So now we will look to the vertical band, trend line, support, resistance, and breakout price of the FGB holding Berhad. So on the slide, you can see there is price exalted. So what is price exalted? Price exalted is the price have the high possibility to increase after the market crash. So in this, for the LGB holding Berhad, we will look again. So this is the resistance line, which is at the upper or the top line, has this horizontal line. So at the below, on the lower line of the horizontal line, this is the support line. So in order to indicate whether we want, which is the signal buy or signal sell, um, so this is the breakout price. After we connect the two lines between the resistance to the lowest one, we can create a downtrend line, and this is the breakout price. So signal buy happen if the price touch the resistance line at here, or in other words, if the price increase at at this date, which is at the 1st December, like this price. So if the breakout price happen, the price is believed to increase or to change its trend from this downtrend line to upper trend line, and it will touch at this resistance line. So here the investor can buy this stock or at this price. So following the band, we can see two area. So this is the widened area, and this is the narrow area. So for narrow area, you can see that the price is less volatile, and for the widened area, the price is high volatile. And at this, if you want to buy at this time, you may suffer a big loss, or you may suffer a big profit. And as you can see, the pattern is in the sideway at here and at here, because it doesn't show a height of movement. Now we will look to the moving average convergence divergence. Like I said before this, if we want to indicate whether it was a buy signal or the sell signal, for moving average convergence divergence, if the price make a crossover under the 0%, it indicates the buy signal, or if the price make a crossover upper or um, top of the 10%, it indicates the sell signal. So for FTP holding Berhad, we can see that it make a crossover at the end of the December, which is the 30 December at here, and this indicate the signal to buy because the red line, the blue line make a crossover at here. And for the period from the September to the December, it doesn't show a sell signal, and this is this is a very good time from the September month to the December month to buy the stock. So the last one we will gonna look what is the recommendation that we can give to the beginner investor so that they can make a correct decision to invest. So the first one is beginner investor need to learn the correct way to invest. Like I said before this, we're gonna if you want to invest, you need to learn about the technical analysis and the momentum of the price, so that we can know whether when we want to buy or when we want to sell the stock or the price. So the next one is you need to use the technical analysis and inspect the momentum of the price and volume, same like before this. I say the price sometimes it go to the uptrend and sometimes it go to the downtrend. So using the technical analysis, we can know whether the price will go high or the price will go down. And the next one is we need to invest with small amount first and invest slowly. In everything that you do, you need to make it slowly, and you need to have a basic knowledge to make something. Same with the investment, you need to invest with the small amount first, and then when you get the profit, you can increase your investment amount. So the last one is in investment, we need to invest in a company that has a strong trustworthiness and does not make illegal business, because if you want a stable investment, you need to find a company that have a high of trustworthiness, because it will prevent the business from going bankruptcy. And thank you for watching.